As part of the new segment to the show called the Compass Literature Corner, we will be talking to local authors and writers who have had an impact on this region, or whom this region has had an impact on. Today we have a man who has taken the idea of the books Chicken Soup for the Soul and brought it more local in his collection of stories written by pastors, neighbors, and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that today's guest is Olivia native Don Orth. Don, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So Don, why don't you tell me a little bit about what inspired you to take all these stories written by people you know, and some of them I'm sure you didn't know, and put them into a book together?
Well, it evolved over time. In the beginning, I started about 10 years ago, and in the beginning, I was just a poet, or at least I thought of myself that way. So I wrote poetry, but I had a lot of poems with no place to go. So we found a way to put that into a book, and that became the first book. Then the second one, the first one was so much fun, we decided to try another one. There's three of us involved in this, the graphic designer and then the guy who does the drawings. But we decided to try another one with a little different slant, and that was turning jokes into poems. And they all include pictures of the people that we write about. So then after that, people were talking to us and asked us if there could be a place where they could put their stories into book form. So that became the third book, was Stories and Friends that had stories to tell, and we provided them with a place to get their stories published. And then after that, we started to do a theme-based, books based on themes. Like the Redhead book, and usually when we start a book, we don't have any idea where it's going to lead, but the Redhead book, and then last year we did one on people and their bucket lists, things they'd like to accomplish. And then the latest one is about people and their stories about angels.
And it's a collection of different stories from different people living on the prairie, you know, so as you were working with this, how much work was it running around collecting across the prairie, collecting all these stories and everything else?
Oftentimes, when people find out what the topic is, they approach you and say, I have a story. So then we often have coffee, and they'll tell me the story. And it might be written on a napkin, what the story is, and then I develop most of them into a format that I'm comfortable with. Sometimes they're totally written in a way that I just really like it, and I don't do anything with it. Sometimes I just get a couple of words and I rewrite the whole thing. But my job is getting the stories into a form where the graphic designer can design the pages and provide the pictures for each story. And I also contacted all of the local parish workers and church workers and pastors and so forth, and asked them if they wanted to be included. So got stories from over 20 of them, and pictures of them, and some in there while they were working, and others while they were playing. But it's a great combination of regular people plus people that do spiritual work as their career.
So now, how does this book differ in the responses you have gotten from people and the story submissions compared to the other books, like the Red-Headed book and everything else?
Yeah, this one has been by far the most popular, and I thought it would be, based on the interest that I've had during the year that it took to put it together. I just felt that this would be, so we're in our fourth printing, and I made a call last week to get a fifth printing of it. So we usually sell a couple thousand of them, and I should say that one of the reasons we do these books is to raise money for the Tim Orth Foundation. All the proceeds go to the foundation, and we have a lot of things going on, and it's in honor of our son who passed away 20 years ago. But the goal of the foundation is to raise money to help kids and their families that have large medical expenses.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much, Don, for being here. And where can people find your book?
Books are available mostly locally. The drugstores and Master's Coffee Shop in Olivia. The Book World in the Wilmer Mall has them. Or they could just contact me by email or phone, and then I can mail books out.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Pick up Don's book anywhere, basically, where books are sold out in the prairie these days. That's it for us in the Compass Literature Corner. Please tune in next week for more people, places, and issues facing our viewing area. I'm Pioneer's Laura K. Prosser, and may your compass always point you in the direction of a good book.
Major support for Compass is provided by the ongoing support of the Leo P. Flynn Estate of Millbank, South Dakota. Additional support is provided by the Southwest Minnesota Private Industry Council, promoting Southwest Minnesota as a place rich with opportunity. Come for the jobs, stay for the lifestyle. More information at swmnpic.org.